My awareness of my singleness, my awareness of my loneliness in comparison, or aloneness in comparison to my other family members, was always heightened around the holidays, was always heightened kind of the time period before and right after, because that is when everybody's prepping and planning and what are you going to do and what are you going to bring and who's going to come and what's that going to look like. And it always felt so heavy to know that if I did choose to go to places, I was going to be showing up by myself. And if I didn't choose to go to places, I would be aware that I didn't choose to go because sometimes it was hard to be alone. I came into my mom's with Max for the weekend. We were doing some laundry and just kind of being around and trying to help with some projects. And I was thinking about that because Thanksgiving got brought up. And I was thinking about just so many times in my life, the heaviness of just trying to either navigate the experience alone, know I was going to be alone, or know that I just had something that was different. And obviously that didn't happen every holiday. Obviously that didn't happen all the time. But I think it's really something that we don't talk about enough. Just the weight of singleness can sometimes be the weight of loneliness when it comes to being around other people. I felt that so acutely with weekends as well. I hated weekends because it felt like to me I could almost pretend during the week that I was like my coworkers. I could pretend during the week that I was just functioning like everybody else. But because the weekends were always filled with like gatherings and places to go and things to do, and I'm not saying that I didn't have places to go and things to do, I just know that it felt more like a family-centered time than the weekdays. And I felt the otherness. I felt the difference. And that's why I hope that, like in talking about that I can help connect with people who still feel those things and who feel them too acutely, too deeply in the same way that I did, because I attach so much of like my worthiness as a person to those feelings. And I wish that I would have spent more time building parts of my life that I loved instead of waiting for... See, they're having a hobby. I needed to get more hobbies. I just want you to know that if you struggle around the holidays, if you struggle when you have to just kind of put on a good face and show up at a holiday gathering, that you're not alone in that. I know that there are many, many Thanksgivings, many Christmases, many Mother's Days where I felt so othered and I felt so separate. And it's been really interesting this last year to step into those feelings because I didn't realize how much of an imprint some of that left on me, because I still feel this like weirdness or this tenderness or this like heavy when it comes to having those type of gatherings and having those type of moments with the ones that I love. And I wish that it wasn't so hard and so heavy for so many. So I just want you to know that as we go into this holiday season, my heart is with you, and I hope that you can find ways to make it less heavy, less lonely, and find quiet moments of goodness.